Imagine erasing a classic name like Datsun from car dealerships worldwide on purpose for $500 million, all to solve a branding problem most drivers never noticed. Nissan killed off its trusted export badge not because it was failing, but because one company could not afford two identities. Why risk everything to fix what was not broken? The real reason behind this rebrand is far more complex than legend suggests. Across the globe, Nissan's marketing teams faced a daily headache. Every brochure, every television spot, every dealership sign had to be produced in two versions, one for Datsun, one for Nissan. Export markets like the United States demanded Datsun branding, while Japan insisted on Nissan. Even simple slogans needed double the work. 2 sets of materials, 2 sets of ad campaigns, and double the coordination increased complexity. Parts packaging, owner's manuals, and business cards followed this split, multiplying costs and complicating logistics. For a company expanding into new markets, the confusion only grew. Customers in one country might hear about a Datsun, while a neighbor in another would see Nissan badges on the same car. This duplication was not just expensive, it muddied the story of who was actually building the car. As rivals like Toyota and Honda pushed a single name worldwide, Nissan's two-name system stood out as a costly, tangled legacy from an earlier era. Datsun wasn't just a name on a badge, it was a promise that traveled across continents. In the United States, the Datsun 510 earned a reputation for reliability and sporty handling, winning over drivers who had never considered a Japanese car before. The 240Z became a sensation, offering style and performance at a price Detroit could not match. By the late 1970s, Datsun had sold millions of cars abroad, building a loyal following from Australia to the Middle East. Owners swapped stories about their Datsun's dependability, and the brand's image became shorthand for affordable quality. For many, Datsun was not simply a foreign import, it was the car that proved itself in daily life, from cross-country road trips to city commutes. As Nissan's global ambitions grew, the strength of Datsun's export reputation created a paradox. The more trust Datsun earned, the more it outshined the corporate name behind it. That loyalty was now on the line. On July 17, 1981, Nissan's leadership stood before the press and made their intentions clear. The company announced it would retire the Datsun name on exported vehicles and unify all models under the Nissan badge, signaling a shift from two names to one name worldwide. The announcement described the move as a far-reaching piece of corporate image-making, and Nissan USA President Tetsuo Arakawa said using the Nissan name would better identify the company's worldwide lineup and begin to unify its international image. For decades, Datsun had been the face of Nissan abroad, but now the company said it was ready to align its global identity. The message was direct: the era of two names was ending. This was not a casual update. It was a deliberate top-down decision to bring every market under one corporate flag, with the world's cameras capturing the moment. Nissan's leadership saw a future where every car, every ad, and every dealership spoke with a single voice. By uniting under one name, they aimed to eliminate confusion and project a stronger, more recognizable identity worldwide. The plan was not just about cleaning up marketing, it was about giving the company's global ambitions a clear face. As Nissan expanded into new markets and faced rivals who already used a unified brand, the split between Datsun and Nissan became a liability. A single name would make it easier to launch new models across continents, streamline advertising, and build lasting recognition for the parent company. In the boardrooms, the logic was simple: one brand, one story, one future. The next step was figuring out how to make that vision a reality without losing the trust Datsun had earned. Dealerships became the front line of Nissan's rebrand. Instead of swapping signs overnight, stores received detailed scripts for talking with customers, explaining the new badge and what it meant. Showrooms carried both names for a time. Cars wore Datsun by Nissan emblems, and service counters featured fresh brochures that linked the two brands. Sales teams fielded questions from longtime Datsun owners, using new materials to reassure buyers that the cars they trusted were still backed by the same company. Every sticker, manual, and parts box was updated in phases, creating a careful bridge between old loyalty and the new corporate identity. Rumors swirled that Datsun was dropped because it was failing, but the numbers tell a different story. By the early 1980s, Datsun had sold over 20 million cars worldwide and still enjoyed strong loyalty in export markets. The real shock came from the scale of the rebrand itself. Industry estimates put the total cost near $500 million, covering everything from new dealership signs to massive advertising campaigns, including a major campaign titled "The Name is Nissan." Some believed it was just a simple badge swap, but the reality was years of dual badging, retraining staff, and reprinting every manual, brochure, and part. Officially, the reason was global unity and efficiency. Industry observers speculated about boosting Nissan's name in USA finance circles and matching rivals' global clout. No single explanation covers it all. The evidence points to a calculated, expensive strategy, not a rescue mission. Even today, brand loyalty is currency and trust is costly to move. Nissan's gamble of $500 million proves that in business, a name is not just what you are called, it is what you are worth.